Hey everyone, we're live for a little late night action. Stars Canucks, a little 5-2 lead here. But just to talk about the playoffs coming up, and the Canucks control their fate right now. If they win out, they make the playoffs. So it's an interesting storyline here. The Golden Knights lose to the Devils 3-2, which screws things up bad for the Golden Knights. They have to win out, and that doesn't even confirm them in the playoffs. And yeah, the LA Kings are in some trouble as well. Like, they have an easy schedule to finish off, and I'm just kind of saying this if you're on the replay here. The Kings have an easy schedule for the most part. Like, I think they play the Ducks, they play the Blue Jackets. There's another bottom team in there that they play, but then they play the Canucks right at the end of the year. That Canucks-Kings game at the end of the year could control all the marbles for that last division spot. So it's going to be interesting. What's up, Ray Bro, Bacon, Random, Butcher, KP, Jennifer? What's up, guys? Just thought I'd go live for a little late one, you know? But the Canucks, man, if they win out, and again, winning out is, I'm making it seem easier than it actually is. But if we think about it right now, the Canucks play the Sens at home. They play the Wild, which is going to be a tough one. But then they play division rivals in the Flames and Oilers, and they also play the Kraken and Kings at home. It's possible, man. But it is tough that they play the Oilers on a back-to-back off of the Kings game, the 28th and the 29th. But, I mean, I'm just looking at the next couple of games, like the Sens game specifically. That's a winnable game at home, big time. The Kraken game, big time winnable game. And then you got to at least win one of the games against the Wild or Flames, at least one of them. If the Canucks can win, like, hold on to this game here, and they can win at least 5 of the last 6 games, I think they have a real shot at making it. Because I don't see the Kings winning out all those games, especially they've been inconsistent. So we'll see, man. It's gonna be close. But yeah, let's see who else is in the chat right now. We got 40 people in here. Respect. I like it. Hey, Jennifer with the 12 months. I really appreciate it. Yeah, a little HTH after dark. Are we gonna turn the lights off or what? Okay, a little HTH after dark. We like the vibe. We like it. All right. What's up, Eric? Yeah, blended. Jersey beating the Golden Knights and screwing a little bit of their playoff chances. What's up, Dev? What's up, Christopher? It's good to see at least, 43 in the chat right away on a late night stream. I love it. How you guys doing, though? Are you guys excited for my streams a lot again? Again, I know I've been busy, but the streams are making their way back. So please hit the like button. I'm going to start heating up going into the playoffs. What's up, Braid? What's up, Purple? What's up, Sareem? Sorry if I haven't given you a shout out. Just comment again. Yeah, sorry, Crazy Ella. Vegas lost to the Devils. All right. But let's see. There's 12:52 left in this game. Again, the Canucks. I thought I was going live for a close game, but then the Canucks have scored a couple goals here, so we'll see. What's up, Govin? What's up? Not a Planet. Andrew. Guys, where are the Canucks fans in the chat? Where are the Stars fans? Yo, Jennifer with the 2. I appreciate it. Wow, blended. Man, congrats again. Congrats to your family. That's awesome. The Western Conference, in terms of this, is a lot more fun than the Eastern Conference. I'll say that for sure. A lot more fun. Because, man, we have a lot of mysteries though with the Western Conference. Like, the only guaranteed teams, basically. I mean, the Oilers have put themselves in a good spot. So I'll put the Oilers in this category. Oilers, obviously Avalanche, obviously Flames. And then after that, yeah, I mean, the Wild and Blues are pretty locked in, right? In terms of their spots. I mean, they can change spots, I think, right? I think the Wild and Blues can change spots. How far? Yeah, they're only 1 point apart. So the Blues and Wild can still change spots. And the Oilers haven't clinched yet, but I mean, the Oilers would have to really shit themselves bad. Like, they play what? The last couple games at home. They play the Jackets. They play the Stars tomorrow, and the Stars are on a back-to-back. So, I mean, that's another thing, man. The Oilers could help out a couple teams if they beat the Stars tomorrow night. But yeah, the Oilers would have to really shit themselves at this point. Like, I think they're all right. Maybe I jinxed it, but we'll see. But anyways, my point on that is the Blues and Wild can change spots, but they're likely playing each other first round. I think that can't change, right? Yeah, I think they're definitely playing each other first round. I don't see how that would change. But yeah, the Stars, Preds, Kings, Golden Knights, and Canucks are all going to be fighting. Like, the crazy part is, and people are not even considering this, is like the Kings could fully finish in a wildcard spot. Like the fact that the Canucks and Golden Knights are still there, like, who knows, man? And the Golden Knights, they're in trouble, but who knows what the Kings will do? And the Golden Knights don't have the toughest schedule ever. Like, yeah, they play the Blues and Capitals, but the Golden Knights, if they beat the Stars, man, they could even claim a wild card spot, but it's tough to say. Oh, I don't know, Blendon. I don't know if I have an answer on who I'd rather, but I'll tell you this. Either way, the Leafs are going to have a storyline going into the first round. If the Leafs are up against the Lightning, they're going to be clear underdogs, 100%. If the Leafs play the Lightning round 1, they'll be clear underdogs. If they play the Bruins round 1, it's the story of potential redemption, the story of potentially exercising those demons. But again, if I'm tempering my expectations. I'm definitely having my expectations at a different level this year. Braid, I don't know. I think for me, I gotta watch the next couple of games of the Kings and Stars, because right now and how I've been watching, the Preds did get smacked around a little bit too, and it makes me think the Preds might choke out a spot here. So I'm thinking, unless Yossi gets to 100 points, like I think Yossi and a couple of those guys there will have to carry the Preds at the end. Yossi, Saros, a couple of those guys. So I think the Preds might lose their spot. We'll see. I don't want to disrespect the Preds because I love a few players on that team, but I think the Preds might lose their spot. And I think between the Stars or Kings, one of them might lose it. I think the Kings have an easy enough schedule to keep it. So what I think is going to happen is I think the Kings either get a division spot and wildcard spot, so they're in. So that lines up the last spot, or the two wildcard spots, or if the division spots goes to the Canucks or Knights, between the Preds, Stars, Canucks, and Golden Knights. Like, if the Kings choke out and lose both the division and don't even get a wildcard spot, I feel like that's the worst choke. Because, like, guys, I said this, like, right at the start of the stream, so a lot of you guys weren't in here, but, like, look at the Kings' schedule, man. Like, I'm sorry. If you choke this spot away, any kind of spot regardless, then you never deserve to be even close. Like, they play the Ducks twice. They play the Blackhawks and the Kraken. And then play the Canucks on the last game of their season. Like, if the Kings choke away their spot, they don't deserve to be even in the conversation of playoffs. Because Ducks twice, Blackhawks once, Kraken, like, those are all teams in the bottom 5 of the Western Conference. So, yeah, the Kings have a lot of control right now. But yeah, guys, drop a like. I'll stay here probably till the end of the game and then end right away. So, yeah, Dad, that's what I'm saying. The Kings should have no problem. But, hey, you never know. NHL hockey's unpredictable. What's up, Braid? But yeah, I'll just quickly say that I'm live on Twitter. Why not? Alright. Oh, that's the only problem with having the light off. I can't freaking see my keyboard here. Alright, guys, if you have any questions, though, drop it in the chat. Denver, not necessarily, man. Like, it's whatever. It's whatever. The Leafs choke in the first round regardless, according to everyone, right? I mean, it's not really denial. It's the Leafs do it, and I can admit that. So, but what I'm saying is, like, I'll take the Leafs as the underdogs. I'm okay with the Leafs as underdogs. The Leafs were the favorites the last 2 series they were involved in, so I'm more than okay with the Leafs being underdogs. Like, you have to beat the best teams anyways to go all the way, right? So for me, if they're the underdogs in the first round, whatever. I think the potential, like, I'm trying to explain it. Like, the outcome and the positive, like, potential after the first round is a lot higher if you beat a big team. I've always believed that. Like, if you get your momentum going, you beat a top team in the first round, it's big time for you. Fair enough, Ray. There you go, Red Wings fan. Do I think the Leafs need to be more physical? Well, just you step up and you play playoff-styled hockey. Playoff-styled hockey. Gotta say that. Yeah, Bacon. I think Johnny Hockey will be... trying to think. What did Rantanen just get? I think he's at 9.5, right? Yeah, Bacon. I mean, Rantanen got it when he was younger, but I would say 9.5 for Johnny Gaudreau. 9.5 at least. I'll put Johnny Hockey at 9.5. Not quite 10, but 9.5 per. I think that's where Johnny Hockey will land. Unless he takes a discount somewhere. But I'm thinking 9.5 for Johnny. What's up, Killer? Killer, I would say, to answer your question, if the Leafs and Panthers did not play each other and the Panthers just were doing their own thing with not involving the Leafs, then I'm okay for the Panthers to go far this year. Who else in the East? You're asking in the East? Outside of the Panthers? Maybe people are not going to like this take, but, like, I'm down for Crosby or Ovi to go far. One of those guys. To see Crosby or Ovi deep into the playoffs again. Hey, what's up, Pro Gamers? Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well with the job and stuff. Nick, are you talking about Stars Canucks, or who are you talking about specifically? Yeah, Denver, that's what I'm saying. If the Leafs could pull off a win like that, then sure. But Oliver, TGM, Chad, good to see you guys here. What's up, Derek? Yeah, Pro Gamers, I'm solid. How are you doing? I'm pretty tired. Like, right after this game ends, I'm going to sleep. I just thought I'd go live because I haven't gone live too much. Just to chat with you guys for a little bit. But yeah, guys, let's try to get 50 likes at least. Why not? Yeah, Denver. I had the Canucks as the third division spot team, and I mean, I got a lot of shit for that, but it's not looking too bad. My worst division by far is the Metro Division for predictions. Like, Central, I'm not too bad. The only thing that I wish I could switch at this point would be I had the Wild in a wild card spot, and I had the Jets in a division spot. So if I swapped that, it wouldn't be looking too bad. But the Metro was a mess. Like, my Metro predictions were bad. But my Atlantic Division predictions are basically perfect, except just swap the Leafs and Bruins. And then, because I had Panthers finishing first in my initial predictions. I think my predictions in the Atlantic were... I want to say it was like Panthers, Lightning, Bruins, Leafs, or something like that. So I had all four of those guys in, and then my Pacific was I guess Vegas kind of screwed it up a bit, and I had Calgary fourth in the division or something like that. So that's kind of a sell for me having the. But here's the thing, like the Flames, they're always disappointing me in different ways. Like, if I say the Flames are not going to do well, they do well. If I say they're going to do well, they don't. So I feel like Flames fans want me to say they'll get booted in the first round or second round, and then they'll do well. But yeah, like, I think I'm trying to think who I had. Like, yeah, I guess I had the Golden Knights and Oilers in the top two in the division. And then I had Canucks 3. Like, that's how I had it. And I think I had Flames 4 and then Kings 5, something along those lines. So, kind of a sell, but at least I had like 3 of the 4 Pacific Division teams that up there. Nick's in the chat. Wild own the Blues. What do you guys think? If the series started today, chat, Wild Blues, who would win the series? Because that looks like the most locked-in series. I think everything else could change, but Wild Blues seems like it's the most locked-in series, so... Who do you guys have? What's up, Rain? I can see the Flames beating either of those teams, yeah. Who did I call right that will go off? I'm not sure, Ray, bro. I guess I could revisit that, yeah. I will say my take about Robert Thomas and Kyrou went off, Ray, bro? I said both Kyrou and Thomas would be low-key pickups in fantasy, and I said they would combine for 140 points plus. And look, if we go to the stats, someone actually tweeted at me the other day on it, because that was probably one of my best, like, low-key takes. Kyrou has 67 points, so he just needs 3 more for 70. Because I basically said they would each get 70, 140 plus combined. And Robert Thomas has, like, he's close to like 65 as well. He has, oh my god, he's gone off the last week. He has 73 points now. I did not know Robert Thomas had more than Kyrou now. Well, there you go. I mean, I think they're combined. Wait, did I say Kyrou had 66 or 67? 67. So they literally have combined 140 right now with still games left in the season. So, yo, W take by HTH right there. W take. All right, wow. The Stars have an empty net, guys, with under 5 minutes to go. Empty net for the Stars. They're trying to score 3 goals here at the end. Man, this is such a huge, like, I'm not trying to jinx it, but this is so, oh my god. The Canucks can hold on here. This is so huge for them. Like, the Canucks have games, like, 3 games left that have, like, huge implications in terms of, like, other teams involved. Specifically this one, obviously, and then the game against the Kings. But they also play the Oilers, which could be a huge one. Yeah, rest in peace to Mike Bossy. Obviously, seeing that was really sad the other day. What's up, Akiva? Yeah, Pro Gamers, super disappointing season for the Jets. Like, very disappointing. I gotta say that probably the most disappointing seasons, like, Philly is just on a different level of disappointing. Like, I feel like I don't even want to evaluate Philly anymore. Like, to me, it just pisses me off. To me, Philly had so much talent going into the year, and they actually just wasted it so badly. And I feel like the Flyers' defense is still one of the shittiest in the league. Hung out Carter Hart to dry in so many games. So I'm not counting the Flyers in this because they're just a write-off. But Islanders, super disappointing in terms of what everyone was saying. Jets, super disappointing. And I mean, I can't say it yet, but I would say the biggest, by far, choke this year will be if the Knights don't make it. If the Golden Knights, after acquiring Jack Eichel and making all these big moves, big signings, like having Pacioretty, having Mark Stone, signing Alex Pietrangelo, committing to Robin Leonard and losing and letting go of Marc-Andre Fleury. Like, to me, I'm sorry, Knights fans, if you're in the chat, I don't feel bad. I actually don't feel bad one bit. The Knights let go of Fleury like he was frickin' dust, like he was pennies. They gave him up for nothing. And look what has happened, man. So, yeah, but Oliver, that's different, Oliver. That's different because the Ducks were never expected to be in the playoffs. So that's different. But if the Golden Knights miss the playoffs, that is the biggest choke. That is by far the biggest choke. I don't even want to include the... I know the Islanders made it to double Eastern Conference Finals, and I know that... what was the other team I just said? Oh, and I know the Jets have been a consistent playoff team, or at least always making noise. But the Golden Knights would be the biggest choke in terms of missing the playoffs, by far. But yeah, we got 45 in the chat, guys. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let us know if you're in the chat. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We're going to be heating up into the playoffs. I'm going to be dropping some content this week. But going to be doing a lot more live streams. I'll be live, I think, tomorrow night. Wednesday's questionable, but definitely tomorrow night, Thursday night, and probably one weekend stream. So, hey, 4 this week, not bad. And then next week, heating up even more. And then we're at playoffs. So, Ray Bro, songs? I know, but what's your, I can recommend some songs for you guys. But, like, what's your taste? Like, what kind of music do you like listening to? The Yandle thing? Yeah, that's it. That was a whole different disrespect from the Flyers. Yo, guys, we need 18 more likes to 50. For the empty net! Oh, Dickinson missed the empty net. It's Besser! Bro, the Canucks are missing the empty net. Pettersson, yes! That's huge for fantasy. Yeah! That's huge for fantasy, man. Oh, my God. That is huge for fantasy, getting a goal from Pettersson. And it's 6-2 Canucks. Bro, this is a massive win for the Canucks, man. If the Canucks win their last 5 games, they're in the playoffs. But again. Yo. What's up, Revenite? Guys, okay, I'll ask you this question. I'm going to put it in the chat. You have to pick 3 teams. And keep in mind that one of these 3 teams has to be a Pacific Division team because there's obviously that spot and then the other. So make sure when I ask you who of these 3 teams will make the playoffs, you pick one of the Kings, Golden Knights, and Canucks as one of your 3 teams. One of them has to be Pacific, all right? So between the Kings, Preds, Stars, Golden Knights, Canucks, you have to pick 3 teams. Who makes the playoffs? Pick 3. Kings, Preds, Stars, Golden Knights, Canucks. Who makes the playoffs? Pick 3. You have to pick 3 of those teams. And again, you have to have 1 in the Pacific Division. Pick 3 of those teams between those 5. But Crazy Dog, thank you so much for the 14 months. And yeah, the Blue Jackets, I think they have a bright future, man. I think they're going to be a lot better next year. They're stuck in a tough metro right now. Like, I think, Crazy Dog, once the Penguins and Capitals fall off, and again, that's probably not next year, but next year they'll be better. And then once the Capitals and Penguins fall off, it'll be a big opportunity for the Blue Jackets. Wow, Serene the hot takes his Golden Knights, Kings, Preds. I don't know if I see that combination, man. I really don't. But, hey, that's a hot take. You never know. And, hey, if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. But the Golden Knights got to pull it out of their ass. And, I mean, I'm pretty sure we talked about that. I think the Predators have a tough schedule, right? Again, for me, if the Preds make the playoffs, yeah, man, look at the Preds schedule, guy. This is what I'm talking about. Outside of the Coyotes, the Preds play the Flames twice. They play the Lightning, the Wild, and Avalanche. Like, the Preds have such a tough schedule. I honestly, if they make it, like, Yossi better get some heavy heart votes. Like, Saros has got to get bare respect. Like, guys, listen to what I'm saying. The Preds play the Flames twice. The Lightning, Wild, and Avalanche. The only somewhat easy game they have is obviously against the Coyotes. But the Preds have it tough, man. The Preds have it so tough to end the year. That's why, guys, honestly, this is where I'm at. Going into April 19, 2022, I believe that the Canucks, I hope they do it. I hope they do it. But I think between the Canucks and Kings, they'll claim the division spot. And I think the wild card spots, honestly, call me crazy, but I just think the Knights are going to do it. So I'm going between the Knights. The Knights and Stars are going to be battling it out. The Predators have too tough of a schedule. I want Saros and I want Yossi to get 100 points and be in there, but I don't know, man. It'd have to be a miracle. So I'm saying Canucks pull the miracle, and I'm going to say 2 of the Kings, Stars, and Golden Knights. But I think in terms of matchup, I'd be so down to see the Golden Knights play one of the Avalanche or Flames. I think that would be nuts. I think that'd be so nuts. Or even see a Stars Avalanche first round. I think that could be interesting. But we'll see what happens. But I think the Canucks do it. I want to see the Canucks in the playoffs. I want to see it. So that's where I'm at. I think the Canucks if they can win out, or like at least win, as I said, every game except for like maybe they lose one of the games against like the Wild or I don't know. They play, what was it? The Wild and I just said it. I don't know why I'm being dumb right now. There's like the 2 tough games the Canucks have. The Wild and Flames. Yeah. Oilers is also tough. But between the Wild and Flames game, the Canucks got to win at least one of those. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? The Canucks hold their power. Okay, so song recommendations. I'm going to help Ray real quickly, guys. If you have any hockey questions, drop them in the chat. Thank you, Ivan. Yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're new. It's free. Follow me on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Hot Take Hockey on all platforms. We're going to be heating up going into the playoffs, guys. Are you guys ready for my crazy reactions to the playoffs? Scores! Morgan Okay, but it's going to be a lot crazier than that. We're going to get some noise complaints in the playoffs, guys. So, what's up, Tate? But yeah, make sure you guys give me some questions in the chat. Dr. Man, I thought Malkin's suspension was fair. I mean, it was pretty dirty. Okay, but Ray, bro, you like some flashbacks? Like, I was listening to, like, yeah, like, again, by Usher, Little John, like, Ludacris, that's dope. Obviously, I mean, I think it's getting overplayed, but, like, First Class Jack Harlow is just getting overplayed, but it's obviously dope. Like, I've been listening to throwbacks lately, like, Run This Town. I've been listening to a little bit of Kanye again, but, like, again, more so for the music. Dominic Fike's always a vibe. Let's see what else I have. Past Life, Trevor Daniels, Selena Gomez. I've been kind of vibing to. Like Trevor Daniels got a couple underrated songs. Yeah, First Class is kind of getting overplayed by me, or overplayed by everyone. I mean, Party in the USA is always a banger, man. What's up, Dominic? Yeah, Tate. I think I said Johnny Gaudreau is going to get over 90, over 9 mil, I think. Hey, Bar Down, what's up? What's up, Shrinath? Yeah, guys, I'll stay maybe for another 5 or 10 minutes because I'm tired, but I'm okay. So I'll stay for another 5 or 10. But let's get 9 more likes for 50. We got to get at least 50 likes. But the game is over. Yeah, sorry. The game is over. I don't know what the shots finished at, but I can check quickly. Not that it matters, but shots finished at 31-30 for the Canucks. Yeah, Ray Bro, he is. Fangirl, what's going on? Canucks are buzzing. Guys, okay, chat, we got to ask officially. Will the Canucks make the playoffs, yay or nay? Canucks in the playoffs, yay or nay? I don't know, KP. I think, hot take, but I feel like the Penguins, like, I don't know. I feel like they're scared of Shesterkin, man. I feel like they might. It's weird to say, but I feel like they might prefer to play the Hurricanes. I don't know. I don't know if the I don't think there's any easy matchups in the Eastern Conference, man. I don't think there's any easy matchups ever in the playoffs. But like, let me see. How have the Penguins and Hurricanes done against each other this year? Yeah, man. I mean, look, they've all been close games. The Penguins beat the Hurricanes the Penguins beat the Hurricanes 4-2. They lost to them in overtime and lost to them 4-3 in February. So it's like the Penguins have been part of close games against the Hurricanes. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. They've had a harder time against the Rangers, so. What's up, Garnet? I know, BJ, I know. Ballin'. Pettersson's been doing really well for me in fantasy the last couple weeks. I'm not complaining. I am not complaining at all. No, I know. That's what I'm saying, Oliver. The Western Conference to follow the playoff race, it's been a lot more fun. All right, I'm going to go 5 more minutes. So if you guys have any questions, ask away. I think, yeah. 5 more minutes, maybe. Actually, I'm going to fill my water, then I'll go. Then maybe I'll go 10 more minutes if I get hydrated. Can talk more. All right, drop some comments in the chat. I want to ask some or answer some questions. Alright, got some water going here. I do want to say again, thank you to all the subscribers in here. Thanks for the moderators. Thanks for people that donated and memberships again. Appreciate it. I know I've been a little, I don't know. not busy with the channel. I know I've been kind of dry with the content. But as I said, getting into the playoffs, I'm going to be a lot busier. It's not like I've gone missing for like weeks or months. Like I still had tried to do at least one stream per week. But yeah. But yeah, we got 45 in the chat right now. We've had over 300 people join this shorter stream, so I appreciate that. No, Bardown, I don't think so. Can Vancouver surpass Nashville? That's what I'm saying, Yoda. I think a lot of people are just looking at the Canucks to catch the Knights and Kings and even now the Stars, but it's like the Preds, they once looked safe in the playoffs. They're not. Like, I do think the Preds can still make the playoffs, but like they have such a tough schedule down the stretch that the Canucks could literally finish in a wildcard spot, and I wouldn't be shocked. Like I wouldn't, man. Even the Stars, man. Like I don't know why this became like the Stars and Preds are gonna like. I don't know who was running that show. Like the Stars' next couple games are against the Oilers and Flames. And they still play the Golden Knights. Like, yes, they play the Kraken, Coyotes, and Ducks, but if the Stars lose one of those games, and then say they lose the other three, like, that would finish them at, and I think that's a very possible outcome. The Stars losing to the Knights, if the Knights are that hungry, because they've had a couple of rough losses, and then they lose to both the Oilers and Flames, like, I could see that as a very likely outcome. That would have the Stars finish at what, 95 points? If the Canucks win out, they would finish at how many games do they have left? Yeah, that would have them ahead of them. Even if they lost again, that would have them, I think, tied. Yeah, Fangirl, I think it's, yeah, he's at the end of his contract, right? I think it's very possible, yeah. Rain, we'll see. I think it depends, right? Like, I think, say the Penguins don't do, like, if the Penguins do well, or, like, the Penguins are trying to run it back, like, it depends, right? It depends on cap space. It depends on if the Penguins want to bring Fleury back. It depends on a bunch of stuff. But I do think Letang has always said he wants to finish his career in Pittsburgh. Vibe. So it's like, I think if Fleury comes back, too, especially on a cheaper deal, I think Fleury, Letang, Crosby, Malkin will all want to finish their careers together with Pittsburgh. I think that will happen. You think Malkin will be gone? I don't know if I agree with that, but who knows. What's up, Gabriel? Good to see you in the chat. Yo, 3 more likes to 50. We got to finish on that, guys, at least. Well, yeah, Sports Frenzy. I feel like that was maybe last, but especially this year. If the Leafs lose in the first round again, something's got to give. Yeah, Oliver, which UFAs? Like, yeah, I mean, Kosh has been injured again, right? But again, I feel like Kosh has been more healthy than he has in the past. And he's friends with David Kampf, so maybe Kasha stays. But outside of that, like, I feel like Giordano, I don't know if he stays, to be honest. Lee Dino, what's going on? What are you doing at this hour? Can't sleep? Aw, shit, man. Well, I hope you can get back to sleep. I'm about to head off and go to sleep myself, but guys, give Dino some good vibes to get back to sleep. Does Scheifele get traded this offseason? I think so. That's my hot take. I'm going to drop some videos on that. I think Scheifele gets moved. I could be wrong, but I think just the fact that they have Dubois and they have Perfetti coming too, who I believe they think can play center. I fully could see them moving Stastny. But again, I also said that about Marner last year, and that never happened, so I don't know. It's tough to say. Do I think Eichel's a playoff curse? I might say it if the Golden Knights miss the playoffs. If only Green and Benning were fired sooner. Well, Fangirl, I think it's also just a momentum thing. I think that's with any team, right? Sometimes when you just change the coach, change things up, it's just a momentum thing. And I'm not saying that Rutherford and Boudreau, or what was I saying? Rutherford's not the GM. It's Patrick Allen, right? Alvin, sorry. It's Patrick Alvin. But yeah, Rutherford's the guy behind the scenes. Patrick Alvin's the GM on paper, and Bruce Boudreau's the coach. But yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, Patrick Alvin's the GM. But Rutherford's the guy they brought in, and then so yeah, like not to say Rutherford, Alvin, and Boudreau are not good fits, but it was also a heavy momentum thing, right? There you go, KP. That's so sweet. Hope you have a good time. Yeah, I hope to catch at least one more game towards the end here, like whether it's one of the last season games or a playoff game. Hey, let's go Sports Beard and AZ. I love it. But yeah, guys, I'm about to end the stream. Any last questions? Okay, well, no, Ray bro, but the Jack Adams and other awards don't have anything to do with the playoffs, so it doesn't make a difference. I don't think Woodcroft will get any Jack Adams recognition. Sorry, Ray bro. He might get a vote. Calder winner, Cider is still my pick. Cider is still my go-to. I don't know, Raymond. I could see Vegas still squeezing themselves in. That's what I'm saying. I fully could see a scenario where all three Pacific teams make it in. Because the Preds have a tough schedule, and I could see the Stars maybe choking the spot away. But if I actually could predict, guys, I think the three teams that make it are like... I think the Kings and Stars make it. I'm going to say that. I think the Kings and Stars make it. The last spot will be between the Predators and Canucks. But we'll see. Based on matchups, though, and again, this is no bias against the Preds or Stars, but it's just like, I want the Preds to make the playoffs if Yossi gets 100 points. That's what I'm saying. If Yossi gets 100 points, I want the Preds to make the playoffs. I personally would want to see the Canucks play the Oilers round one. So I want the Canucks to run table, this is actually what I want as a hockey fan. I want the Canucks to run the table, finish in the third division spot, and play the Oilers round one. I want an Oilers-Canucks round one matchup. I want the Kings to play the Flames. That's what I want. I want the Kings and Flames as a good Pacific Division matchup, so the Kings finish in the wild card spot. And then I want one of those other three teams to play the Avalanche. I don't care. Golden Knights, sure. Like, I just think even the Golden Knights against the Avalanche could be interesting just based on the fact that that was the matchup last year, right? Golden Knights and Avalanche in the playoffs. And I think it might bring the best out of the Golden Knights. And then seeing Jack Eichel also in that type of matchup. So I think Canucks, Oilers, Golden Knights, Avalanche, Kings, Flames. Those are the three matchups I want to see. And then obviously the Wild Blues. That's kind of where I'm at. So, preferred playoff matchups overall. So, I'm looking at the East. I would be down to see Rangers versus one of the Capitals, Penguins. So, I'm not too picky on the Metro. Like, Rangers versus Capitals, I'd be down for. Rangers versus Penguins, I'd be down for. But I do want it to stay in division, to be honest. Like, I think just staying in division would be creating the rivalry. So, I want to see Leafs versus Bruins, I'd be down for. But that likely means the Panthers don't play the Lightning. So if it means staying in division, then I'm down for whatever. Leafs are the underdogs against the Lightning. 2-time Cup champs back-to-back. They go in as the underdogs. It would be an entertaining series. And then the Panthers versus Bruins. So, but the West, I'm down for if the Golden Knights can squeak into the last wildcard spot, the second wildcard spot, and play the Avalanche. I'm down for the Kings to be in the number one wildcard spot, play the Flames. And then I'm down for the Canucks to control their destiny here, run the table, play the Oilers, and then the Wild Blues, as I said. Those would be some unreal first-round matchups. Jay, it can't be Colorado versus Washington, buddy. I think you mean Carolina versus Washington. Yeah, maybe Ray, bro. Maybe ESPN will make it hype. Yo, 62 likes. Let's go. That's what I'm saying, Oliver. I want it to stay in division. Panthers, Bruins would be nuts. Hey, Chris, appreciate that, man. Sporting represent. Well, West Central. I like to see good underdog storylines like that. And plus, a Canadian matchup, Western Canadian matchup with the Canucks Oilers would be a lot of fun. So, just for the storyline, I want to see the Canucks run table and make the playoffs. It would be big time vibes. Remember like the Hamburglar with the Sens when they won like almost all their games at the end of the year and made the playoffs? Like that was nuts. I want to see that again, and that with the Canucks would be fun. What's up, Gear? But yeah, guys, love ya. I'm gonna end the stream here. But if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like. I don't know who else would be live tonight. If it's, let's see. I guess there's not really people live at this time, eh? Guess not. Okay. Yeah, I guess there's not too many people live right now. But yeah, guys, 45 in the chat. Okay, right, well. Thoughts on Matty Beniers so far? Didn't watch the game tonight. I saw that he scored, which I'm kind of cheesed about because I was debating on picking him up in fantasy, and then I didn't, and then he ended up scoring. So kind of pissed about that because that would have been nice. But yeah, I mean, Beniers looked good the other night when I watched him, and yeah, the Kraken did beat the Sens tonight, so there you go. But yeah, I do think Beniers is going to be the #1 center for Seattle for a while. All right, Smith, I'm down for the Canucks to do it. People first, thank you. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Look out for the content, guys, coming. Look out for the live streams. We're going to be live throughout the playoffs. It's going to be a lot of fun. Are you guys not ready for me to go hype and go rage mode and go some crazy commentary, bring on some guests for the playoffs, some post games? Bro, I'm telling you, man, the playoffs are a different vibe on this channel. The playoffs bring a different level on this channel, so I'm actually hyped. All right? You guys got to get ready for playoff streams on this channel again, man. And playoff content, all right? So follow on TikTok if you haven't yet. I'm going to get back to the TikTok videos here soon. And yeah, follow on Instagram, Twitter, Hot Take Hockey if you want. And my personal one if you want. I don't really advertise for that, but if you want. Society, thanks for being here. All right, guys, love you. Have a great night. Subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell. Have all the notifications on so you join up when I go live and post. Because it was good to see some people here tonight. All right. Have a great night, guys. Get a good night's sleep, and I hope to be live tomorrow night. All right? Cheers.